Hello, and welcome to English Avenue Podcast.
Your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations and real feelings at the same time.
Yeah, welcome back. We know your day is already full of noise and notifications, so thank you for giving a little piece of it to us.
Thank you. We really appreciate that you chose to spend this time with us. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake, and this is your English podcast for daily life conversations and honest stories.
Yes, today we have a B2 to early C1 level episode for you, so the language will be a bit richer.
Right, and if some parts feel a little challenging, that is completely fine. You do not need to understand every single word. You can just follow the stories, enjoy the conversation, and listen again later if you want.
Yes, think of this episode as a small break for your brain. You just listen, we will carry the English for you. Although, someone here looks like they need a break. Jake, your eyes.
What about my eyes?
You look like you slept maybe 4 minutes. Be honest, is it the same old story, you and your phone?
Yes, same story. Once upon a time, Jake and his phone decided that sleep was not important.
So we have Sleepy Jake in the studio today.
Sleepy Jake, yes, but my coffee is strong and my English is awake, so we are safe. And to be fair, the weather is not helping.
What is wrong with the weather?
The weather is strange today. The sky cannot decide if it wants to be sunny or dramatic. It's like, I might rain, I might not. You'll see.
So the sky is as indecisive as you in a restaurant.
Wow, calling me out this early in the episode?
It is true, though. You read the menu like it is an important legal document.
That is because food is serious business. But yes, the weather feels a bit like my brain, a mix of bright and cloudy.
A mix of bright and cloudy. That is how many days feel, right? Some nice moments, some stress, all in the same day.
Exactly. But when someone asks, "How was your day?" we usually just say, "Fine," or "busy," and nothing more.
And this is exactly what we want to change today. Our topic is talk about your day in English, but at a higher level.
So not just, I woke up, I ate, I worked, I slept. That's the basic version. Today we want to show you how to describe your day with more detail, more emotion, and more natural phrases.
Yeah, we'll walk through one full day. Morning, afternoon, evening.
And as you listen, you can think, oh, that sounds like my routine, or I could describe my day like that. You can borrow any phrase that feels right for your life.
And near the end of the episode, we will also have a short word tour where we slow down and explain some of the more advanced expressions from our conversation so they can stay in your memory.
So if something flies past you in the middle, don't worry. Stay with us. We will come back to some of the big phrases later.
And if you enjoy learning English this way, with real stories, real feelings, and real-life vocabulary, please tap like and subscribe to the English Leap podcast.
It really helps more learners find this cozy space. And later, in the comments, we would love to see a small part of your day. Maybe your morning routine, maybe the most stressful part, maybe your favorite moment. Try to use 1 or 2 expressions from this episode.
All right then, take a breath, get comfortable, maybe grab a drink.
And let's start at the beginning, the morning. Anna, how does a normal day really start for you?
Okay, I will tell you the honest version, not the Instagram version. My morning routine is a little quirky.
Quirky means a bit strange, but in a cute and interesting way, right?
Yes, exactly. Not perfect, not aesthetic, just very me. So, my alarm rings, and I do not jump up like a superhero. I usually lie there and think, 5 more minutes, and then I will be a responsible adult.
A quiet negotiation with your alarm.
Yes, some days I win, some days the bed wins, and on those days I totally go overboard with the snooze button.
Go overboard means you do too much of something. You go a bit too far, right?
Yes, one snooze is fine, three snoozes is going overboard. Then I'm already rushing in my head before I even stand up.
I know that feeling. For me, it looks a little different, but the result is the same. My body's out of bed, but my brain is still sleeping.
So how does your morning really start?
Honestly, I sit up like a confused penguin. I'm awake, but I don't know what year it is. If I look at my phone too fast, my mind becomes noisy. So now I try to sit on the edge of the bed for 30 seconds and just breathe. No phone, no messages, just, okay, I'm alive. Good morning.
A small hello to yourself.
Yes, it's not a big spiritual practice, but it helps. If I skip that, I feel scattered all morning.
I know that scattered feeling very well. That is why I really depend on my little getting ready routine. So, after my negotiation with the alarm, I finally stand up and go to the bathroom. I do the usual things, wash my face, brush my teeth, try to make my hair look like it belongs to a human.
It works. Your hair looks very human today.
Thank you. Then I choose clothes. On a good day, I prepare them the night before. On a bad day, I just stare at my clothes and think, who am I? What is my style? Why do I own this shirt?
Existential crisis in front of the wardrobe.
Yes. Then I go to the kitchen. Breakfast is simple. Sometimes toast, sometimes oatmeal. I would love to say green smoothie, but that's a lie.
Toast is honest, smoothie is marketing.
Exactly. And before I leave, I have my big door moment. I stand there and do a full body check. Keys, wallet, phone, bag.
Yes, that little dance. I tap my pockets like I'm going through airport security.
Yes, and when it's rainy season, I also think, umbrella? Did I learn from last time?
And the answer is usually no.
Usually no.
For me, the thing I always forget is my headphones. If I walk out without them, I feel like I left without my brain.
So your real checklist is keys, wallet, phone, brain.
Yes, and brain is in the headphones.
Okay, so after the great door checklist, I finally step outside. When I leave the house, I like to walk a little if I can. My commute is not very long, but I always try to have 5 minutes where I just notice things outside. The light, the weather, people with their coffee, the sleepy faces.
I like that. You do a little people watching.
Yes, I do not stare, but I notice. It makes me feel part of the city, not only part of my to-do list. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes a podcast, and sometimes I let my brain be quiet.
That is funny. My commute is louder. I usually take public transport, and there is always some drama. Someone on a loud phone call, someone fighting with the ticket machine, one child asking why every 5 seconds.
So your commute is free entertainment.
Yes, if I'm awake enough, I enjoy it. If I'm still half asleep, I just stare out of the window and zone out. That's also a phrase you can use. Zone out means you stop paying attention and your mind goes somewhere else.
Yes, so you can say, on the bus, I just zoned out and looked out of the window, instead of only, I went by bus.
I love that. It makes a big difference when you tell the story of your day, not just the facts. And after that little bus story, suddenly you're there, at work, or at school, or wherever your day really begins. So when you walk in and sit at your desk for the first time, what happens for you, Anna?
I open my laptop and my day says hello. Emails, messages, small problems, new tasks. Some days I feel calm. Other days by 9:30, I already feel a little swamped.
Swamped means extremely busy with too many things to do at the same time, right?
Yes, like you're standing in deep water made of tasks. On those mornings, I try not to panic. I make a short list and ask myself, okay, what actually needs my brain now and what can wait?
That question is already a good tool.
On a good day, I start with a few easy tasks and whip through them quickly.
Whip through means do something very fast and efficiently, right?
Yes. For example, I whipped through a few simple emails in 15 minutes. When I do that, I feel like, okay, I can handle this. I'm not drowning.
So you can say, I was swamped, but I whipped through some easy tasks first to feel in control. That makes your English sound much richer.
Of course, sometimes I do the opposite. I look at everything and freeze. Then I open a message, answer half of it, open another thing, and suddenly my brain starts to feel a bit frazzled.
Frazzled means very tired and stressed, like your brain is overcooked, right?
Yes, not just tired, but messy inside. When I notice I'm getting frazzled, I try to stop for 1 minute, breathe, drink some water, and then choose one thing.
One thing at a time. That's good English and good life advice. For me, late morning is my best brain time. If I do not destroy it with my phone, I can focus well. So I like to do my deep work then, writing, creating, planning.
What about emails and small things?
If I'm smart, I whip through emails first like you. If I'm not smart, I keep checking them all morning and then I feel just as frazzled as you.
So we have the same movie, just with different actors.
Yes, many people think their day is boring, but inside the day there is a lot happening. Your English can show that.
And one very important chapter in my day story is lunch.
Ah, yes, the hero of the day.
My relationship with lunch is simple. If I skip it, I suffer.
Yes, the after-lunch version of you will come and ask, "Why did you do this to me?"
Exactly. So I try to at least eat something real. Nothing fancy, but real food. If I eat too fast or eat at the laptop, I know I will pay later.
How do you usually feel in the early afternoon?
If I'm not careful, this is the time when I try to do everything quickly and forget that haste makes waste.
Haste makes waste means when you do something too fast, you make mistakes and lose more time later, right?
Yes. So if I write emails too fast, I send them to the wrong person or with wrong information, and then I have to correct them. That is more work, more stress. So now I try to slow down a little after lunch, even when I want to rush.
So you can say, in the afternoon, I try to slow down because haste makes waste. It sounds natural and wise at the same time. My afternoons are usually full of people. Meetings, calls, messages. Sometimes I feel swamped with conversations, not just tasks.
That can be very heavy for your social energy.
Yes, so one of my survival skills is to politely wiggle out of things that are not really necessary.
Wiggle out of something means escape from a task or responsibility in a clever way, right?
Yes, not lying, just moving away gently. For example, I might write, "Can we handle this by email instead of going to another long meeting? Or can we do this next week when we have more time?"
So your secret is good, polite sentences.
Exactly. If I say yes to everything, I go overboard again, and then I'm totally drained by 5 o'clock.
You can use this too. I was swamped in the afternoon, but I tried to wiggle out of extra meetings so I could focus.
And what about that last part of the workday for you, Anna?
Late afternoon is an interesting time. Sometimes I get a second wave of energy and I can focus again. Sometimes I feel like my brain left the building 1 hour before me.
Yes, your body is in the chair, but your brain is already on the sofa at home.
Right. On those days, I try to look at my list and be honest. What can I actually finish today and what can I move to tomorrow without drama? If I lie to myself, I stay too late and still don't finish.
For me, this is the moment when I have to decide, do I call it a day or do I pretend I'm a machine and keep working?
And what do you usually do?
Let me cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase means skip the extra details and go directly to the main point, right?
Yes, so I will cut to the chase. Most days, I want to be the hero who finishes everything, and then I remember that tomorrow exists. If I keep pushing, I will feel terrible the next day. So on a good day, I close my laptop at a reasonable time, take a breath, and really call it a day.
That is a very advanced skill. Not just in English, in life, knowing when to stop.
Yeah, and after you finally stop, you still have a whole second life at home. So we leave work, What happens in your world when you finally walk through your door?
When I enter my home, I need a small reset. I put my bag down, change into comfortable clothes, and just stand there for a moment. No music, no TV. I let my shoulders relax.
You give your nervous system a small break.
Yes. Then I usually make something simple to eat. I try to have at least a few evenings that feel really wholesome.
Wholesome means simple and good for you, like emotionally healthy, right?
Yes. For example, cooking something easy, listening to soft music, talking to someone I love, maybe reading a book. No drama, no extreme productivity, just a gentle, wholesome evening.
That sounds like a good commercial for normal life.
Yes, normal life can be very beautiful when we actually live it, not only rush through it.
My evenings also have two versions, the good version and the what did I just do with my time version.
I want to hear both.
On a good evening, I walk home slowly or take a short walk after I arrive. It helps my brain move out of work mode. Then I eat, maybe talk to a friend or family member, and watch something light. It is not exciting, but it is wholesome.
And how do you feel after that kind of evening?
I feel rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated means fresh again, with new energy, right?
Yes, my body is tired, but my mind feels clear and calm. I am ready for tomorrow, not afraid of it.
And the other version?
The other version is when I tell myself, just a quick check on my phone, and then suddenly it's midnight. That's when I know I went overboard again. The next morning, I am not rejuvenated at all. I'm just tired and a little angry with myself.
I think many people know that version too.
Yes, maybe you are listening and thinking, this is my life, this is my day. And that's the point of this episode. Your day can look very normal, but you can describe it in rich, interesting English.
You wake up, you negotiate with your alarm, you get ready, maybe forget something, you commute, you work, you eat, you get swamped, you wiggle out of some things, you call it a day, you go home, and you choose wholesome and rejuvenated, or overboard and frazzled.
And every part of that story has words and phrases you can use.
Right. And in a moment, we will slow down and look at some of those expressions more clearly so they can stay in your mind.
For now, just notice, you already live an interesting day. Now you can talk about it in interesting English, too.
Okay, friend, let us have a small word tour together. We will just walk slowly through some of the expressions from today.
Yes, you can relax. If you want to repeat, that is great. If you only want to listen, that is also fine. Let us start with the busy feelings.
The first one is swamped.
When you are swamped, you are extremely busy. You have too many things to do at the same time.
For example, by 10 o'clock, I was already swamped with emails and messages.
Or, this week I am swamped at work, so my evenings are not very free.
You can repeat swamped.
Swamped.
Then we had frazzled.
If you feel frazzled, you are very tired and stressed. Your brain feels overcooked and messy.
For example, after a full day of meetings, I felt completely frazzled.
Or, if I try to do too many things at once, I end up frazzled by lunchtime. Repeat, frazzled.
Frazzled.
Now let us move to the feeling better side.
One of my favorites from today is rejuvenated.
If you feel rejuvenated, you feel fresh again with new energy after rest or something good for you.
For example, after a short nap and a shower, I felt rejuvenated and ready to work again.
Or, a quiet, wholesome evening can make you feel rejuvenated for the next day.
Repeat rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated.
We also used wholesome.
Something is wholesome when it is simple, good, and emotionally healthy. It feels good for your heart.
For example, dinner with my family, no phones, just talking. That felt very wholesome.
Or, your evening sounded really wholesome. Cooking, music, and a book.
Repeat wholesome.
Wholesome. Now, a couple of words that describe personality and behavior.
One of them was quirky.
If something is quirky, it is a bit strange, but in a cute or interesting way. Not bad, just different.
For example, my morning routine is a little quirky. I talk to my plants before I drink my coffee.
Or, he likes quirky cafes with funny decorations. You can repeat, quirky.
Quirky. And sometimes our habits go too far. That is where go overboard comes in.
If you go overboard, you do too much of something. You go a little too far.
For example, I wanted a small break, but I went overboard and watched videos for 2 hours.
Or, they went overboard with the decorations for the party. There were balloons everywhere.
Repeat, go overboard.
Go overboard. We also had a few expressions about time and decisions.
One of them was wiggle out of something.
If you wiggle out of something, you escape from a task or responsibility in a gentle, clever way.
For example, I was tired, so I tried to wiggle out of an extra meeting.
Or, he always finds a way to wiggle out of doing the dishes.
Repeat, wiggle out of.
Wiggle out of.
Another useful idiom was cut to the chase.
If you cut to the chase, you skip the extra details and go directly to the main point.
For example, we do not have much time, so let's cut to the chase.
Or, I'll cut to the chase. Yes, I want the job.
Repeat, cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase. And then we had the little proverb, haste makes waste.
Haste makes waste means when you do something too fast, you make mistakes, and in the end, you lose more time.
For example, I tried to finish my report very quickly, but haste makes waste. I had to correct many errors later.
Or, she always tells her team, haste makes waste. Take your time and do it properly.
You can repeat, haste makes waste.
Haste makes waste. And finally, we had whip through something.
If you whip through something, you do it very quickly and efficiently.
For example, in the morning, I whipped through my emails in 20 minutes.
Or we whipped through the boring tasks so we could focus on the fun project. Repeat, whip through.
Whip through.
Good. So that is our little word tour for today. Just a small walk through some stronger words from a very normal day.
You do not need to remember everything now. Maybe just choose 1 or 2 that feel useful for your life and try them this week.
You could say, for example, I was swamped this morning, but my evening was wholesome. Or, I whipped through my tasks, so now I feel rejuvenated. Even one new sentence is progress.
And if you want extra practice, you can share a small part of your day in the comments. Morning, work, evening, anything. Try to use one of today's words. We will be very happy to read it.
Remember, your everyday life is good material for English. You do not need a perfect story. You just need honest sentences.
And we love walking through those sentences with you. This is Anna.
And this is Jake.
And you have been listening to the English Leap podcast. Bye!
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.